So this article is about High Court halls by-election in 5 Tamil Nadu constituencies. So what happened here? In the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly election, 5 candidates won their respective constituencies and become MLA. Later, these 5 elected representatives resigned from their seats, and normally what happened when MLA resign and the seat resignation is accepted, the seat become vacant and the election commission conduct a by-election to fill that vacancies. But here there's a complication. The election victories of these 5 MLA have already been challenged before the Madras High Court through election petition. So here we have two things happening simultaneously. First, the elected MLA have resigned, creating vacancies. Second, case challenging their original election victories are still pending before the High Court. So this is why the situation has become legally complicated. So what happened here? 2026 में तमिलनाडु असेंबली इलेक्शन हुआ. 5 candidates won their respective constituencies, and later what happened? They resigned from their seats. Okay, so what happened? When MLA resigned, the resignation accepted and seat become vacant. And election commission ने by election के through वापस to fill that vacancies election करवाती through by election. Okay, but यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? यहाँ पे जब कोर्ट जिस भी पिटिशनर ने कैंडिडेट को चैलेंज किया था, कोर्ट में वो केस अभी पेंडिंग चल रहा है मद्रास हाई कोर्ट में. एंड इस ड्यूरेशन में जब इलेक्शन कमीशन ने बोला कि हम बाइपोल करवाते हैं, तो यहाँ पे किसी एक पिटिशनर ने आर्ग्यू किया कि जब कोर्ट में ऑलरेडी ही केस पेंडिंग चल रहा है तो आप ऐसे इलेक्शन नहीं करवा सकते. ये सारा होल क्रक्स है इस चीज का. अब ये लीगल सिचुएशन कैसे अराइज हो रही है और क्या है एग्जैक्टली, हम इसको एक सिंपल एग्जांपल के थ्रू समझते हैं. A PIL argued that election commission should not immediately conduct by-elections because the case challenging the original election result are still pending. Suppose a candidate A won an election, but candidate B challenged A's victory in court. Later, candidate A resigned. So normally what happened? A by-election would be conducted because the seat is vacant. Okay, but what if the court later decide that candidate B was actually rightful winner of the original election? अगर बाद में पता चल जाए कि B was actually rightful winner, तो तब क्या situation arise होगी? So that then a strange situation could arise, no? So a new person may already have been elected through by-election, okay? And while the court subsequently declare another person the rightful winner of the original election, so this could create what articles call an anomalous situation or great confusion. So in that situation, Madras High Court temporarily restrained the Election Commission from notifying the by-election in these 5 constituencies until July 31. So why does it connect? How does we connect this topic with vacating of seat topic in polity for student and aspirant preparing for UPSC and anyways like any other exams, for any other exams, even for college student also? This article is a perfect example for the vacating of seats through resignation. Normally, a member may resign by writing to the speaker and chairman, and the resignation may be accepted if it is voluntary and genuine. But in the current case, what happened? MLA won election, become member of the state legislature, and then resign. And seat become vacant, and normally by-election should follow. This should be normal procedure, okay? But in this situation, their original election victories are under judicial challenge, and the High Court has temporarily stopped the next step of conducting by-election. So, in this situation, the most important provision is provision of Representation of People Act 1951, Section 151A. Okay, so in this section, the article mentioned the Section 150A1A of the Representation of the People Act 1951. The general rule is that when seat become vacant, a by-election should be held within a legally prescribed period subject to exception. But the petitioner argument is, can these vacancies be treated as ordinary or clear vacancies when the original election result themselves are still being challenged in a court? So that is the central legal question. So resignation, the 5 elected representative voluntarily resign and election declared void challenge, and their original election victories are under judicial challenge. So the whole article in one flow, we can see the 5 MLA elected and their election challenge in court, and MLA resign and vacancies arise. Election Commission may conduct bypoll, but PIL approach High Court and argue that bypoll before deciding the election petition may create conflict claims. So High Court temporarily halt the notification of bypoll. So the core issue in one sentence, should a by-election be conducted for vacant seats when the validity of the original election itself is still pending before a court? So to know this, follow for more. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.